she's always giving. I mean, she has spent her life giving to others. She's been my go-to person through just about everything.
Karna's by far one of the funniest people I know. She's so clever, so witty, so intelligent, but doesn't act any different.
She's just fun to hang out with in general. If I'm bored, I'll just be like, go talk to Mom for a bit, you know, get some good laughs in.
She's a really good listener, too. If I call from lacrosse or whatever and I have something going on, she's usually good about helping me fix situations and just stay on track.
She's always been supportive of myself and all my brothers, kind of like what our interests are and what we want to do.
If it were still preheating, there's 3 buttons under the temp, it will be lit up, and instead the bake is lit. So if you didn't hear it ring, just look at that panel.
Karna, from the moment you meet her, you can tell how warm and open and friendly she is. She really cares about other people and wants to do whatever she can to help others and their families.
She has always just had a positive attitude about life. She's kind of my go-to person to pick me up.
Her foot dropped, and that was very obvious.
I remember like she would come home from work and like sometimes she would trip up the stairs, or you'd have to like, I don't know, you could tell it was her foot that was like going out.
She had to have surgery on her feet, both feet, at the same, and she was pretty convinced that the doctor who did her bunion surgery did something wrong.
The diagnosis was at Mayo, and the neurologist was very, very kind.
Of course, I don't think any of us had any idea that anybody would have something so big.
They said that it might be a number of things, including ALS. And I mean, who gets ALS?
We left there in shock, and it's a 2-hour drive home, and it was a quiet ride home.
Very quiet.
Because it was right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the holidays were just starting. That's right.
Everybody knows we're going back and forth to doctors, and you know, I had to tell my work, and they're like, well, you know, what's going on? And I just, you know, trying to figure things out, and eventually we had to tell the boys.
Yeah. So then we talked about, do we drop this on them over the holidays, or do we wait for those to be over? There's not a good time. Well, there's a good time, so.
No.
We like to go out for dinners. So we just, you know, had a dinner that I thought that was going to be a normal dinner, and it was just me and her, and then she kind of told me the news about the diagnosis, and I kind of just remember pausing and, you know, processing kind of what that meant.
I think we're all on such uncharted territory that we didn't really know what to do. I still often don't know what to do or say, and I'll tell her that. I don't know what to say next.
I try and at least text her every day, just thinking of you. You know, it doesn't have to be, what do you need, what can I do, all the time. Just, hey, I'm thinking of you today, and I love you, you know.
There's been many a time where Karna's called and said, hey, I stopped by so-and-so's house. I'll be late. Hey, we're here ordering pizza. Is that okay? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what friends are about. And she needs that time. Karna needs to continue to have a life. She's always been a social butterfly. It's great that she has these friends that she can do that with.
I know I noticed, I think the last time we had supper club and she and I were driving, she talked a lot about the ALS Foundation and how much support, how much education she's receiving from it, how much she's learning from it, and the support behind that. And that just seems to be real empowering for her.
So we had our first clinic, and so that would have been when we met Marianne, and she told us about the ALS Association, and since that, I've reached out to them whenever I need to, and they're there. They've got a solution. If they don't have a solution, they've given us resources.
Yep.
It's been wonderful.
My main thought was, how fast is this going to be? Like, how much time do we have, kind of thing. I think we're just really lucky that it hasn't been such a quick progression and we've been able to spend time with her after the diagnosis.
But one of the things that we are really trying to do is plan a vacation, kind of away for about a week or so. Some one-on-one time, me and her. So I'm really looking forward to that.
And I rely on Shell wholeheartedly. And yeah, you get to a point where it's more every day that I count on him. And I know it's only going to get to be more. And I have no doubt that, you know, he's here, he's in it for the long run. And we talk about it. We talk about it openly and how it's going to go and what we both want. And it's not an easy thing, but that's how we will do it. And I know he will accommodate and help me wherever I need.
You know, she's the support system for a lot of people. And the roles are reversing now, which is what is difficult.
She is such a huge support system for me, and I know that's important for her to still feel like she is able to help me the way she does. And that's beyond words, is how much she helps me and my family. But I really think about the laughter and the giving. Someone that has been giving all their life.
You know, we've got our road, and that's kind of how we've looked at this as well. Okay, ALS, that's our road. You know, we got to take the road, you deal with it, you get a flat tire, it's part of the deal.
You burn the cookies, you grab the Oreos out of the cupboard. It's
That's
okay.
Right. That's right. You know, and all of my friends have had their ups and downs, and you just be there.